So, did y'all ever think that if you aren't black, maybe you should not be giving your opinion publicly or trying to influence other people's opinions about how they feel about this Tiffany Stratton situation?
I'm certainly glad you think opinions are only validated based upon skin color, but in the meantime, it is I, the doctor, professor, philanthropist, gynecologist, veterinarian, cafeteria lady with the big double D titties that serves you that slop on Mondays, professional dog walker, Burger King onion ring connoisseur, McDonald's protester, dildo expertise, click finder, first black transphobic wizard in the Hogwarts universe, according to Twitter, WNBA waterboy, San Francisco 49er cheerleader, diehard Broncos fan. The future is within Bo Nix, sexiest black YouTuber and sexiest black YouTuber cook, whose sole purpose is to teach the young minds how to not be stupid on social media. Pop quiz, but before I ask you the one question you need to know and you need to answer to pass my class before I send you to summer school, a little bit of context. I am a fan of all things WWE, the good and the bad, the boring and the entertaining, and I have been enjoying these past few years because WWE has been very entertaining to me. Not just with the finish, the story, the bloodline, the Rock, the Romans, the Jimmy Usos, the Yeets, the No Yeets, the Santino Marellas, the Sami Zayns, but overall, all the different cast of characters who have come about who will lead WWE into an entertaining future. And I hold the conspiracy theory that Oba Femi will be the most dominant fuck to walk this company in the next 20 years. But we are primarily talking about the women because they have gone to great strides to be respected as legitimate wrestlers after years of being viewed as nothing but sex objects. You have the Io Skys, the Baileys, the Sasha Banks, the Naomis, the Charlottes, all these cast of characters, but we are primarily focusing on 3 individuals, mainly 2, but a third one is involved here. Tiffany Stratton, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill. You can guess where this is about to go. Well, it appears that Tiffany Stratton and Bianca Belair are about to have a match today on Friday Night SmackDown. And before today would occur, 2 days ago, there was some controversy afoot where Tiffany Stratton dare post a video with meme-style audio in it that has inspired a bunch of people to accuse her of racism, because white woman saying anything towards black person is somehow racism. Now, I'm going to show you this, and then the question will be brought up. Is this somehow racist, yes or no? What's that? You couldn't spot any racism? Well, I'm gonna play one more time for you. What's that? You still couldn't spot the race? Wait, maybe your brain is not fully educated to understand the complexities of what it's like to be an Afro-American. So I'm gonna play it one more time and use your ears and use your eyes. Spoiler alert, you couldn't fucking tell because there was nothing there. But for some reason, this inspired a bunch of people to start accusing this woman of racism because she posted a meme on social media.
You know, someone added, a few of you guys added some perspective that maybe she reposted it without knowledge of the audio. I really hope that's it. And for those of you who want context as to what happened, is she basically, why am I still big? She reposted a video on TikTok of, it was like I think Jade was wanting the tag, and Tiffy punched her, and there was audio in the background that was like, black bitch, and Bianca's like, oh. It was supposedly up for a few hours before taking down, which is why some people speculate that she either didn't hear the audio, someone might have told her to take it down. But for all of y'all saying, well, she's a heel, the racial stuff is not necessary to keep up your heelness, to keep up your heel persona. And yes, for everyone saying like, oh, you wouldn't have liked attitude error. I didn't. Granted, I wasn't a fan back then, but I've been trying to do my research on all things wrestling and all things WWE. And no, I hated it. That shit fucking sucked. And I mean, there are so many great user-submitted documentaries on YouTube. There's just a lot of resources to see how shit everything was. But I really want to end this saying that I don't regret being reactive in that moment. Because if history has taught us anything, it's that black women are often the butts of the joke. And it's not fair. And now it's like, it's just so frustrating because now we see Bianca and Jade, who are really doing their thing, who have brought so many more Black eyes, especially Black women eyes, into wrestling. And gosh, like Jade, God, her aura means so much to me. And it just sucks that like she barely got here. And now this is like the shit that we're seeing. Like, can we just let her live in her greatness for a little bit?
She knew what audio she was using, right? 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 Right?
First of all, I seen people online saying that, oh, she reposted the video to her Instagram without seeing what the sound said. Really? That? Sure. Okay. I don't believe that. That's just me though. But if that is true, then she's got to be the most reckless person on this internet, because there's no way you are who you are and you don't check to see what the sounds say on the video before you post it on your Instagram. But I digress. I didn't fuck with the video being posted to her story at all. Once I saw that, I was just sitting here like, see, now I can't even really fuck with you like that no more, because it's like, you talented, but that was some stupid shit.
And you know what? I've lived this life for 24 years. I've gone to school. I've seen documentaries. I've even repeatedly seen the Martin Luther King cartoon a numerous amounts of times. So I can spot a little bit of racist undertone from buzzwords to anecdotes. And I'm struggling to figure out how audio of what I'm assuming to be a real housewife of any city in the South saying black bitch is somehow racist. And if that's the case, and you want to spout this bullshit about digital blackface and how offensive it is when white people are using memes of black people, you need to go sit your ass in the corner with that dunce hat cap on your head, because you are foolish. You cannot sit here with any form of understanding to make me realize that that is somehow something racist and somehow deeming of a punishment for Tiffany. And you got these people openly lying about how the match that she's supposed to have tonight is not being advertised.
As far as her being reprimanded, as far as I seen, I don't think they advertising her match with Bianca in the Queen of the Ring tournament for SmackDown. That's the screenshot I got sent from one of the homies. So they might be reprimanding her. Do I have a problem with it? No, because, you know, the post was some bullshit and some shit that's reprimandable. So, I mean, shit. And for everybody that's online acting like people shouldn't be, you know, mad at this type of stuff, shut up, get a life. This not one of them situations where you get to have an opinion on some shit like that, telling people what they should and shouldn't be mad at. You saw the video, you heard what the sound said, she posted it. You gonna tell me there was nothing wrong with that? Alright.
I don't know if you're willingly choosing to not get on any of these apps and see this shit get promoted, but you're lying through your fucking teeth, and I don't like that. I don't like that you have people on social media for some reason now, because they're not really getting that racist thing to stick, posting pictures of backstage segments from when Tiffany was in NXT with fucking braids in her fucking head, because I forgot white people can't wear hairstyles because that's somehow offensive to somebody who spends all their time buying weaves and blue colored hair, because obviously the beacon of beauty is buying other people's hair or manufactured hair. Side note, isn't it interesting how this topic of braids is only catered towards women, because these two motherfuckers have been doing this shit for years and none of y'all will ever have the balls to tell them anything, because they were likely to eat you and break your arm. But that's besides the point. Perfect example of why I can't take anybody seriously. Tiffany Stratton shares racist Jade Cargill video and gets slammed. What was racist about it? Amid WWE's Queen of the Ring tournament, Tiffany Stratton faces backlash over a deleted Instagram story showing her slapping Jade Cargill with a racist slur. What, my children, was the racist slur? Black? Was it bitch? Because I have a question for all the people who just so happen to be black who say the exact same thing. Are you colorist, or are you too brain dead to realize that you can't be racist because you don't have the institutional power to do so? My conspiracy theory is that racism is kept alive by stupid people who know how to emotionally manipulate people who are dumber than them to believe that anything is racist if you use the right buzzwords and make a bunch of people feel a certain way about themselves. And to all of you, I will say this as a black man, because apparently my opinion on this subject holds a bunch of weight unless I'm somehow morphed into a raccoon. You motherfuckers are batshit insane and you need help. The lying, the blatant misinformation, the fact that all of y'all will sit there and get mad at this when I know for fucking certain you can lie through your teeth all you want. You have not only black men, but black women calling each other black bitches for sport. So go ahead, choose to live that life you want. Just know I'm traumatized. I don't believe any of you. And I would just like for everybody to take this away as you mosey on to enjoy your day. Two things. Number one, stop fishing to find racism anywhere. There are actual moments of racism that exist in this world, and a fucking meme audio posted by a white woman is not one of them. And just so that everybody's aware, because this is also a point to bring up for all of you that have been running around saying, oh my God, they should reprimand her. As of this morning, there is no backstage heat on Tiffany Stratton. After speaking to several credible sources, we are told she is absolutely not in trouble for anything internally within WWE, and that Stratton's been nothing but praised by management and other talent since moving to the main roster a few months back. Despite the rumors, we are told that Stratton's status within the company is unchanged and she remains on good footing, and she's seen as someone with a very high upside by management. With all these dipshits running around thinking that they could fantasy book their way out of a paper bag, I am glad to know that where there was smoke, none of you motherfuckers knew how to light a fire, and it's just you smoking weed and your lungs are very much distorted. You need to go to the hospital. The second thing I want to bring up is don't not one of you motherfuckers sit here and make fun of me for watching the WWE. It's scripted. You watch Marvel movies and you bitch about Star Wars. You don't get to tell me about anything entertaining. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.